Hey guys, back with another one. Today, I have finally finished the HRE map after some time. Finished it. Took me like a week or two maybe. Anyways, so this video, if you've read the title, HRE, we're gonna be doing what feels only the HRE territories in the world. So, anyways, if you haven't already, make sure to like and subscribe. We're in the road to 200 subs, because I want to reach 200 subs by March, and I'll actually greatly appreciate it if you could subscribe. Anyways, let's go ahead and begin. What if it was only the HRE territories? Well, looking into the map of the HRE territories. So there's in total on this map, like, I don't know, maybe like 729. I don't know, you could look it up. If I mean, I might be right or wrong. I'm pretty sure at its peak there's 729. That's at its peak. I'm not completely sure if this is its peak, but all I know is I've gotten the map done. You guys should be happy. Anyways, first thing I'm going to be looking at is I'm going to be going over here because something is going to be happening. What's going to be happening is this happened in real life, the unification between the Duchy of Prussia and this nation right here that kind of made Prussia go enter the HRE. Because, yeah, this is how it happened. The unification happened. I forgot what it was called, but I do know that a unification did happen. With the arrival of Prussia in, some nations like Bavaria and Austria, well, Austria wants to expand out. Also, as you can see, this is a pretty small map. This is just everything I worked with. And it is pretty detailed. And I will be posting this map, if I can, the ADIS Pro Discord. And, I don't know. I'll put it in the, I don't know where I'm going to post the map. But all I do know is, I will be posting the map in in some mapping Discord servers. And I'll put the Discord servers names in down below in the description, so you can go ahead and see that. But yeah, anyways, let's go ahead and continue the video with enough of the yapping. So pretty much, we're probably gonna see our first couple wars. One involving Prussia. So the first one, we're gonna see. This is gonna cost for areas to take different sides. So also the video might be long, so I'm gonna have to make like maybe 2 or 3 parts to this. Anyways, we'll be seeing Bohemia declare war on Bavaria. Bavaria will be declared war on by Bohemia, and Bohemian troops will begin to cross into Bavaria. Just like so, like a little bit. There are a lot of territories, so yeah, there's just a lot of territories, and so like there could be like this color could be anywhere on this map because there's so much. Pretty sure Bavaria owns this over here, if I'm not mistaken. Look. Oh, they actually do. So Bavaria's also all the way over here. With the map, I guess they are. Anyways, but they'll be able to knock out this panhandle. And other nations will also decide to jump Bavaria. Let's go ahead and see the nations. Austria, this weird nation right here, and this nation that would also become Bavaria in the future. Because these guys want to take over Bavaria and be established as themselves as a greater Bavaria. But Bavaria's probably going to get jumped. I don't know how strong they are in this current timeline. So, I'd say they're probably weak. If I'm wrong, please tell me in the comments. Anyways, we're just gonna see the jumping Bavaria because they're fighting like a bunch of fronts. But the thing is, though, Austria and Bohemia don't really like each other. Like, Austria wants to conquer Bohemia. Pretty much what I'm saying. Austria wants to conquer them. So Austria is gonna whoever Austria uh whatever person Bohemia invades near them, they'll also jump in to stop their expansion. And why is Austria all the way over here? This like this nation right here. I don't want to call this like I know this right here is obviously forgot, but this would probably be Milan. This might be Milan, probably. Venice, Milan, whatever this is. Yeah, we're just Bavaria. No. We're probably obviously gonna lose this war as they're. By now, they probably aren't gonna have surrendered. So, yeah, they surrendered. Let's go ahead and take a look at the peace treaty. So, yeah, this is the peace treaty. Obviously, Bavaria got. No, why is this here? So, yeah, anyways, like I was saying, Bohemia got the most land in the way. They obviously did the most work and started the war, so you can see this is the original borders of not Bohemia, the borders from the beginning of the war to the end of the war. Beginning, end. Anyways, let's go ahead and color these borders in. Right, there we go. So now Bavaria's dead, and obviously some little city-states, like these guys, are mad, but dude, there are like too many of these little city-states. Like, only one, like, that's pretty big, and that is a city-state, it's probably, like, gonna be this one. Or Venice or Milan out. Probably this one is the biggest. If not, this is the Bohemia might be the biggest one. Yeah, Bohemia is probably the biggest territory in here. So, yeah. They're probably just, after one more invasion, I might call them someone else. But we're gonna finally see Prussia do something. It's been like what? We're like 7 minutes and 46 seconds in. Jeez, and I've only covered like two like events in the video. This is gonna be a long series. So yeah, because I want to make the videos nice and short. I'm probably gonna go up to like around 20 minutes for each episode. But yeah, anyways, next thing we're gonna see is Prussia declaring war on someone. And that someone is these two Saxony nations, which they'll go ahead and immediately invade. They'll cross through and enter through here. But no need to fear, Bohemia is attacking over here. So pretty much, Bohemia is also attacking these as they had plans to. But it looks like Prussia and Bohemia are probably going to be working together from this point. Bohemia is obviously cooking them because they're probably one of the strongest, if not probably Prussia. No, it might be Bohemia. Bohemia might be the strongest, but this one fumbles, and then these guys just also fumble. But Prussia gets upset with them because they just stole land that they were attacking. And the worst part, they don't even get that much land. They did the most of the work, but Bavaria denies, and they take all of this. And it's just crazy. Bavaria's getting some for real hate right now. They're just saying, "Nah, you guys are mad. You guys are mad." So yeah, we filled that in. And Austria and Prussia also hate each other, but they can come to an agreement that they have a enemy in common, which is right in between them. So we're gonna be seeing what they're gonna do about this later. Anyways, Bohemia is now going to officially declare themselves as the Czechian Empire. Hear me right? The Czech Empire. Well, not Bohemia. If you want, you could call it the Bohemian Empire, but I'm probably just gonna say the Czechian Empire. So the Czechians have just rose, like they're pretty huge, but they want to expand more. Plus, they have their little settlements over here, which they're probably going to use as an advantage later. And let's go ahead and go over here because we're gonna be seeing some little Dutch wars as these four nations all hate each other. They want to be the ones to, you know, reunite all of this. But we all know how that went. We all really do know how that went. Because a little someone did all the work in real lifetimes. What I'm meaning by that, if you don't know how it happened, Russia in real life was the one to make the unify all of the HRE. They're the one that did it all. Anyways, so yeah. Little moment for you guys. So we're gonna actually see the Bohemian Empire try to get in on this because they want more land like up over here, but they can't because they can't invade over there because they're literally so like maybe like 1,000 miles away or something. I don't know. I don't know what the distance between this is from here to Amsterdam. But yeah, all these four nations are on different sides. Let's go ahead and see the anarchy that takes place. Oh yeah. So right now, the person that's lost the most land has got to be these guys, because they're not doing too great. So like, they're gonna start falling apart, which leads to their economic collapse and stuff. Their capital probably already taken, even though they don't really have a capital. Yeah, they're one of their main parts fall, and the rest they just vanish. So now it's just a three on 1v1v1. But these two are gonna make some up an agreement where instead of attacking each other, why don't they just work together to crush this one? And they can set up a border. And the problem is though, the reason why their hatred is bad is because the northern ones support Prussia, but these guys support Bohemia. So they're gonna just see them divide half the land. So they just both go in and just wipe out this middle one. The middle one just says this is rigged. The reason why why Amsterdam got more than the Northern Dutch one is because they already have all of this. So they already have an entire country under their control. So they just want to get all of that, which makes it even. Anyways, we're going to be focusing on something else, and we'll do the peace treaty on that later. Why don't we go down to this Italian mess? So, the Corsicans want to expand. But they do also want to expand down into Sardinia. But there's a mess over there that they want to clean up. They think that they should claim all of these, and become the great Corsicans and stuff. Like they want to be great Corsica. But wait, I just what are I here? Oh, I did not expect that. So what we just saw is like listen, they these four nations down over here just formed what they call the Italian Union. Because these guys want to not don't they don't care about all of this mess up here. They only care about like like everything like everything not like everything beyond this, like all these nations right here, everything beyond that they don't care about. They just want to take over all this that may be their Italian Union, which is probably not good. Anyways, let's just get this peace treaty done over here for a second. Why it should be. Oh my gosh, this is horrific! Bro, who drew these borders? Jeez, who would ever like who would ever draw these borders, bro? Like, look at this! Why do they have different enclaves? Like, there's two enclaves in here, three enclaves. Oh, just never mind. Just never. I just don't even. Just. Anyways, why don't we look back down in the south? So, Bohemia is gonna once again expand by annexing these guys, all these people. Austria is also gonna somehow annex these guys. Yeah, you can see some nations do want to join these people, but they're choosing. So just like that, the main powers, for some reason, which are only on like one side, but they're only on one side. Yeah, why don't we do some? Yeah, I just want to get rid of all of this. This is what. Yeah, I just don't want all of this here, but. Since the hatred is so heated between these guys, people can actually start choosing sides. So this is what we like to call an alliance. So Prussia and Austria form alliance against the Bohemian Empire or the Czechian Empire. Yeah, the Czechian Empire. And they have some people joining. For example, like down over here, we have this little baby country right here joining all this. They don't know what they're getting themselves into, but we have these guys joining. Uh, I don't, I don't know. What else? They got the Italian Union. They got these guys. It's pretty much all these guys like don't really support their expansion, including some nations, like over here, it's like some in the Italian Union they're gonna get, nothing too crazy. They're gonna get these guys. But then both the Czechian Empire's like, whoa, 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 what are we doing? They're like, well, if you're gonna do that, why don't we make our own against you guys? And so they did. They just made an alliance against the Square Alliance, which will gain massive amount of popularity. Because most of the nations on this map like these guys. Just very few are in disagreement with them. Like we see, like these guys, of course, over here joining their side. We got these guys, down in the south, pretty much a good portion. These guys, like a weak. All these nations are mostly weak. That's the thing, though. Like we got Corsica, that's strong. Uh, Milan joins. That's all the allies they get in the south. It's just mainly like the southern parts. Like these areas down here, like where they're more influenced, or down over here and stuff, and up here, over here. That's where they mainly dominate. So like the central part is just chaos. Like there could be a war going on right now for the most randomest thing. Oh, and there is a war. So these little guys in the central HRE just they want to be like up in the top powers like all these guys. They want to be in the top powers. So there's just gonna be a bunch of nations declaring war to gain land, pretty much. That's the whole ordeal. They just want to gain. They would just want to topple other nations to get stronger. Normal thing. So specifically 1, 2, 3. These three just mainly want to do it. So this is the peace treaty between the three. They just really triple their land in size, quadruple, double, whatever. But yeah, but the surrounding baby nations around these major superpowers that are strong, even the ones that are starting to become superpowers, are even scared. So yeah. Also, something silly. The reason why the Italian Union and Corsica are on different sides is because they both claim, for some reason, they both claim Puerto Rico. They both want Puerto Rico. They can't split it because they don't want to split it. They just want Puerto Rico. Even though Puerto Rico is an American territory. But yeah. They just both are like arguing over like, hey, that's Mars. No, that's ours. No, that's ours. You get the gist. Pretty much, yeah. You better get the gist now. Anyways, that's the final event of the video. We're gonna go ahead and look up over here to these a lot of blue nations. Actually, wait, let's go down. Okay, so the Bohemian Empire just decided to challenge Prussia. Which what they don't know is Bohemia's alliance is not attack one, attack all. But the Prussia and Austria are attack one, attack all. So with that, the square team declares war on the Bohemian Empire, Czechian Empire, yeah. So that's not a good for Bohemia. They're not attack one, attack all. They can force people to go in. Like they're obviously are gonna force their alliance to go in. What they're gonna do because Big Daddy is in trouble, and I'll never be saying that sentence what I just said ever again. Anyways, that's gonna do it for today's episode. If you haven't already, like and subscribe. We're on the goal to 200 subs. We're on the road to 200 subs. Said this like a gajillion times now, and I'm somehow not remembering the line. So, already said it like the beginning of the video. Subscribe, like, please comment if I've made any mistakes. Anyways, I'll be seeing you in part 2, which I'm probably gonna record right after this and maybe post Saturday. Saturday are gonna be part 1 and part 2. Then Sunday will be part 3. Then if there's more episodes I have to do, I'll just post it on later in the weeks during the week. So yeah, subscribe. Bye.